All right, I'm about to start my 644 mile road trip in my brand new Bolt EUV 2022. I'm a bit nervous. It's not my first EV. I had a BMW i3. That only got about 80 miles of range, so I certainly was not doing road trips in that. So I'm just gonna kind of document how it goes along the way. I planned everything out in a better route planner, but I have a couple backup apps like ChargeWay, just in case I need to check like the quality of the chargers or reroute. But I think better route planner seems pretty good, so I'll keep checking in and let you guys know how it's going. All right, so I'm turning on my car, and I just want to reset all my trip stuff. So let's see, gonna go info. We're gonna reset that because I want to kind of keep track of what my average speeds are and kilowatts and all that stuff. So I'm at 81 miles total mileage for the car. We're gonna get started. Okay, so I've been on the road for almost 2 hours, a little less actually, like an hour and 40 minutes. I've only gone about 62 miles. I had some wicked traffic. Better route planner is taking me a different way than Google wants to take me, so I'm assuming that this is just reducing the mileage that I'm doing. I'm still going south, so I feel like as long as I'm going south, I'm good. But it's saying about 94 miles till I get to the charger, which is fine because my guessometer is still saying I got 188 miles left. So I will say that my car, because it's still a newer car, a Bolt EUV, it's still an alpha for a better route planner. So I'm hoping that it's just kind of being real conservative. And it's possible that I might be able to even skip a charge, which would save me like an hour and a half on my trip. So we will see what happens, but so far so good. I will say this car is very comfortable and fun to drive, but I need some coffee, so we'll see what happens. All right, okay, I'm here. One of the things I didn't talk about is, so I left at 91% charged. I showed up to Electrify America with 34%, and I still had 91 miles. So the interesting thing is PlugShare had me with much less charge than when I got here. So I went 156 miles, you know, used about 54%, 55% of my battery. So yeah. Okay, I'm charging. Little frustrating because for some reason my payment was not going through, so I had to switch to a different card, but it was the same payment I've always used, so I don't know why that happened. The system's saying I'm at 33%. My car is saying 50 minutes till 80%. So we're gonna see how this goes. I'm gonna look around to see what kind of food options they have. Okay, so I'm at the charger. I'm at 84%, and it's been 53 minutes. It's cost me $15.91, which isn't too bad. Better route planner wants me to get up to 99%. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stop the charge, and I should have plenty. I think the next one is 160 miles away, and I did that easily. So I'm going to stop the charge and I'll check in. Okay, so I am on my way. My next destination is about to charge is 150 miles away. It's in Raleigh, and I got about 220 miles range, so that's fine. That's perfect. It took a while. I underestimated the fatigue I would feel. Just, you know, like charging. It was about 56 minutes, which doesn't seem like a lot, but when you're on an 11-hour straight drive and you're adding an hour each time you're charging, it's a lot. So that is kind of what people talk about with the Bolt. One of the disadvantages, like, it's inexpensive compared to a lot of other cars, which is great. And it's part of the reason I got it. You know, I'm not going to be making trips like this very often. But if you do, you know, if a couple times a month you're having to make multi-charge trips, the Bolt might not be the right car for you. But, you know, to just stop one time in a trip, if you're going 500 miles and you need to stop once, I think that that's fine. That's not really a big deal. Yeah, I'll check back in at my next charging point. All right, just a quick check-in. So I am 23 miles from my next charger, and I've got 58 miles of range, which is less than I wanted. And it also makes me realize I should have checked to see what my max range was when I left the charger. That would have been useful information. So I think at this next charger, I'm hoping it's charging a little faster. I realized I did some research on my charge history, and the last charger was only charging at about 34 kilowatts, which I guess is why it took a little bit longer than it should. So hopefully the next charger I go to is charging a bit faster, and I'm going to try and get to 90%. I think that'll make me feel a little bit better about things. Yeah. All right. I got here. All right, I have 46 miles left, so not a problem. Just about 22% charged. So I'm going to plug it into the charger, and hopefully I'm charging at a faster rate. I'm at a Walmart, so there's some stuff around here. Looks like kind of a nice area, so I got some time to kill. So yeah, I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, I think I'm going to pull it. I'm at 212 miles, which is like 83%, and I got to get about 160 miles. One of the things I did realize, for some reason, I think it might have been one of the settings in Better Route Planner, but it's taking me to All Electrify America, which is great. I mean, they've been really reliable and pretty fast. But I'm always going to Walmart's, and I guess it would be nice if there was a little bit more around. So I'm hoping the next charging location has something better around it. All right, so I just pulled up. I had 49 miles left, which is not bad at all. So this is saying 60 minutes till 80%, and I don't think I need to get over 80% to get home, but I gotta double check. But actually this location is great, because if you look over there, there's like a bunch of restaurants and stores. So there's still Walmart, which is fine. But I'm glad there's just a little bit more options for me. So I'm gonna go check it out and see how I feel, to see if I want to make the last leg now or get a place to stay. So we'll see. All right, I'm about to head off. I'm at about 81%. It says about 203 miles of range. I'm gonna stop one more time just to get like up to 60%. So I need to go about 170 miles. So I'm gonna start that now, and it's gonna cut it a little close, but I think it should be okay. I've been doing pretty good. So all right, I'll see you at the next stop. Okay, I got to my last charger. I didn't technically need to come to this charger. I'm about 20 miles from my house, but it's late and I don't have a level 2 charger yet at the house, so I wanted to get just a little charge so that I could kind of get somewhere tomorrow to charge it. And I got here, I only had 21 miles left. I did get a notice to get to a charger pretty quickly, so I made it just in time. So I'm at 22 miles, it's charging now. So I'm gonna let it get to maybe 60% and then head home. I left at 8 o'clock. It's now, my watch died. It's now 11:42. So I've been on the road for quite some time, and I cannot wait to get home. But this car has been amazing. It's so comfortable. It's just really been a pleasure. And you know, I've done this drive before straight through in a gas car. Took me about 11 hours. This is taking me about 15 hours. But I gotta say, it's been an easier drive with the stops, which is, I think, something that maybe people don't think about. Sometimes with these long drives, just accept the fact that it's gonna take a while and enjoy it and take some breaks. But yeah, I'll probably do a little quick wrap up tomorrow, maybe not, and we'll see how it goes. All right, bye. Hey everybody, I just wanted to do a quick recap about my trip, just kind of tie up some loose ends. So I did 688 miles in the trip. It took me 17 hours, and of that 17 hours, 3 hours and 54 minutes was just charging, just me charging. It cost me $62.67 to charge. I did the math on a gas-powered car at $3.50 a gallon, which is pretty cheap, and that would have worked out to about $77.91. So still cheaper. I did use Electrify America chargers, which are not the least expensive by any means, but I found them to be the most consistent. So some of the things I kind of learned, definitely plan out your route before you go. I used a better route planner, and I cannot say enough good things about it. It was rock solid. I did pay for the premium version of it, which allowed me to have the route give me turn-by-turn navigations through CarPlay on my car screen. So that was awesome. I lost connection to it twice. I did also plug in each address into Google Maps prior to leaving that charger. I had to use it once, but actually I was just in a dead zone for internet, and once I got past the dead zone, a better route planner reconnected, so it was fine. So can't say enough good things about that. But there's other options as well. ChargeWay is another one. PlugShare is another one, and those are also good to just look at the reviews on the quality of the charger that you're going to. That's the other thing. I use just Electrify America chargers. I know they're going to work. I know there's going to be at least 4 to 6 of them, so I won't have to wait. But I wish that there was a few more things around a couple of the chargers. It was just Walmart's. Nothing else was in walking distance. The one in South Carolina was great. It had a whole restaurant area right there. But something to think about if you're doing a really big trip, just to maybe see. You're going to be there for at least an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. Is there something you can do, somewhere you can sit to kind of relax and refocus? And then don't rush it. You know, it's going to take a while. I'd rather stay for another 15 minutes at the charger than have to be nervous that I'm going to run out of range. I only got close once. The last charge, I ended up pulling up to the next charger at 22 miles, so it was still okay. I could have even gotten home, but just something to think about. Use the charging time also to relax. So one of the things I realized is I can turn on my AC and put on some nice calming music and just kind of rest, and it charges almost as fast. I didn't really lose any kilowatts or any added time, maybe an extra 2 or 3 minutes. I started doing that on my stops, and it definitely made the trip easier, just kind of refocusing, resting my eyes, not having to focus, to concentrate so much. So that was really good. One of the things that I did not account for was charging late at night. On the last stop, I pulled up to the charger around 11:45 p.m. It was dodgier than I thought, and it was a totally fine area. It was in Georgia, Pooler, but I was alone in a parking lot. There were a few trucks that maybe had guys sleeping in the trucks, like semis, maybe not. The car's plugged in. I can't pull off quickly if someone just pulls up and wants to mess with me. So I definitely felt a little bit more vulnerable than I would have liked. I didn't account for that. If I could do it again, would I do it all? Sure, I would do it. It was fun, it was great, but I would also consider anything that's over 2 charges for a one-way trip, possibly stopping at a hotel and spending the night and just charging. But you know, it was an interesting experience, and I definitely will do it again. I'm going to do it again. And the Bolt, I love it. You know, it's not the best road tripping electric car. Me and my wife have a Toyota Sienna hybrid, so and 2 kids, so that's certainly going to be our road tripping car. So I don't need it to do that. I just need it to be able to get me around town, which it's perfect for. So those are my final thoughts. I thought it was interesting and I learned a lot. Thanks so much.